the ex-NBA players, the content creators, the ex-WNBA players. It seems like everybody has changed their mindset when it comes to Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, 15 and 11, covering 2K for women. Shout out to Angel Reese, holding it down.
Hey, she really. Hey, y'all see? Did y'all get the move she had? She bringing a rock up, hit a girl with the in and out to the pull up. I ain't seen this Angel Reese. Yeah, I'm starting to like her. I ain't lying. She came down. Oh, she came down, hit a girl with the in and out to the pull up. I'm like, yeah, I ain't see that.
She down there and she found herself.
Yeah.
She catching stride, man. For a lot of criticism, she caught some of it completely unnecessary. She doing her thing right now. Salute to her.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the people that was laughing when she was missing them layups.
The people that was be saying that I was on her top. I used to argue with this nigga. I'm like, nah, bro, she actually can hoop.
I never said she couldn't hoop. I said she missed
I was
layups.
telling you like how she be missing the layups and calling Ricker Davis. I'm like, nah, she can hoop.
Nigga, you made up me bounce. What you talking about?
Because she, y'all showed me the drills. I seen the Mikey drills.
So, we got it.
Look right here. This is. Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
They're going to leave you open.
yeah. Like, but the way she coming down, you could tell the confidence is like,
She's more comfortable.
Getting her Duffy.
yeah, I like that.
For sure. Love to see it, man. Shout out to
So that was the 520 podcast led by Jeff Teague, and it looks like they've now come around to respecting Angel Reese's game. Funny enough that B-Hen, one of the funniest people on social media, he was one of the people that made the term "me bound" popular. I can't give him 100% credit for the term because you guys know I've been around and I've read everything. And there were people in Angel Reese's rookie season saying "me bounds." They just didn't have a loud voice. And he said, again, he might have thought of it just the same way that person thought of it. It's kind of, it makes sense to come up with something saying "me bound." So they both might have just thought of that same concept. But he's accredited for being the person that started the "me bound" thing. But he, it looks like her play lately has changed everybody's narrative about her skills and who she is on the court. And so now they're starting to appreciate what Angel Reese is doing on the court. Unfortunately, that's expected because these guys have one of the biggest NBA pages, sports pages, channels, podcasts in the world. But you really have to be somebody that loves the game of the W to really, really tap in. I know my boy DJ is tapped in. He knows his stuff. He be a little off on some of the stuff, but he has so much to cover, and they cover MLB and hockey and basketball, everything. So I'm not mad about it. I'm only tapped into the W right now, but he is for sure tapped into what's going on in the W. What's throwing people off the most is they had that interview with Charleston White, and he was very disrespectful to Angel and the women in the WNBA. He called Angel a OF model, and she doesn't care about basketball and all these weird things. So a lot of people associated the Jeff Teague podcast 520 with that mindset that the women should be playing in underwear, they should lower the rim, and all these weird things when they had Charleston White on there. And I listened to the 520 podcast. I was a fan of Jeff Teague's as a player. B-Hen reminds me of my best friend, my cousin. Them boys don't hold back nothing. They need to say, they're just gonna say it. So I do tap in with it. But a lot of people were turned off because of that moment that they had Charleston White talking crazy about Angel Reese on the pod. And we know they're from Indy, so they're going to support their home team. They're going to support their home player, the Fever, and Caitlin Clark. So in my mind, I was the person that reposted you guys actually praising Angel Reese, and it went crazy on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. The responses was crazy. Get With Arenas podcast touched on Angel Reese becoming the 2K, the face of 2K for the WNBA edition. And, man, I got to be honest, that was a hard watch. Like, you can tell, listen to that they're not tapped into the W. They were saying that the players hate on Angel Reese the same way they hate on Caitlin, and they're jealous of Angel Reese's success and all that. And it's just like, bro, honestly, you're still pushing the, like, everybody hate Caitlin thing, but now you're saying, well, Angel's success is coming too, so now they hate her too. And I got to be honest, there's no merit, there's no ground for you to step on to say like people don't like Angel Reese. Like honestly, Angel Reese put Lisa Leslie, Breonna Stewart, and her ex teammate who left LSU. Her teammate left LSU, and she still put her in a McDonald's commercial. I don't think the league and the players look at Angel as somebody that they want to be jealous of her success or they have a problem with her success. But I did watch the Gilbert Arenas podcast, and I'm a fan of Gilbert. He tells some great stories. Gilbert is that person that what he says is going to be 50-50. It's going to be 50% genius or 50% completely wrong. So I honestly like watching his podcast because you never know what he's going to say. And a lot of times it comes to fruition. And a lot of times it doesn't. So I like it. But at this point, when they talk to W, bro, they're really, really out of touch, honestly. They were doing it when they had an NBA player on their podcast. She would start talking to W, and they'll be talking, and you'd be like, bro, you guys don't even watch. What are you guys even talking about? And that's happening now. They have this thing now that players hate Angel Reese. And I'm like, bro, where do you see players hating on her? They're jealous of what she's doing. Angel always brings somebody along with her. Joe Budden is one of my favorite content creators. I was a fan of his since 2002. He put out a basketball song on NBA Live 2002 or 2003. And I was a fan of his ever since. I've watched his podcast since day one. He used to have a YouTube channel called Joe Budden TV before people streamed. He was streaming. But his take on Angel Reese, even lately, he admitted that, okay, she's balling. She's breaking records. She's killing it. But Joe is just Joe. So even in that, he's like, if I decided I'm going to be a hater, I'm going to double down when you become successful. So even though on his show lately, I think it was the last episode, they acknowledged she was doing good or she was doing great, he still was like, bruh, if I'm going to be a hater about something, I'm going to double down and I'm going to lock in on being a hater. And that's Joe Budden's take on that. Did I say Buttons? That's crazy as a Joe Budden fan. But that's his take on that. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with Joe with, even though he's one of my inspirations. I don't know if you guys know, like, I'm a content creator way before I talked to W. I've just been a W fan since I was a kid. But I was a real estate content creator, like, viral, hundreds of thousands of followers across all my platforms. And Joe was actually an inspiration. I listened to everything he said about where the content space was and was like following his blueprint. And that's how I start making my content. But truthfully, it is an interesting thing to see all these creators, these ex-players, these podcasters now turn around to support Angel Reese. I don't know if it's because their favorite to start the season was Caitlyn and she's not doing so hot, or they just never watched Angel's game and didn't understand what was to come. She wasn't even close to her ceiling. And so this year she's showing a step up, and now people are like, whoa, there's something about Angel more than just getting a rebound. There's that step. She's put up 25 in 14 games and 6 assists, 7. She had a triple-double. We didn't expect that. The world told us she was just a rebounding machine. We didn't know she was productive in every way of the game. So honestly, I think that's what's happening is people are becoming aware that this girl wasn't the number 2 ranked player for no reason. She wasn't that because of rebounds. She was a guard when she was ranked number 2 in her class. And so I think the world is starting to see who Angel Reese is, and now a lot of people have to backtrack a lot of the things they said. So it looks like the world is being exposed to the actual talent Angel Reese has. I am AJ without a mic again. Make sure you like and subscribe. I always forget to say that, but peace.